So even if TikTok stays around, it's going to probably remain a younger demographic.
We interrupt this program to bring you this important message. Welcome to Marketing Interruption, a daily podcast powered by BlueTuskr that interrupts your day with marketing news, tips and strategies from an entrepreneur who lives and breathes marketing. Now, let the interruption begin with your host, Andrew Maff.
Hello and welcome to episode number 16 of Marketing Interruption. I'm your host, Andrew Maftone. Today I want to talk to you all about the new Instagram Reels and how it's actually going to affect e-commerce sellers going forward. So I do these videos like a week or so in advance, and as of right now, no one has purchased TikTok. However, I do believe Microsoft or Twitter will actually end up purchasing them. So it's going to have a Snapchat kind of response, right? Like Snapchat didn't completely die off after Instagram blatantly copied it, and clearly Instagram Reels is a blatant knockoff of TikTok. But I don't think that they're going away. I think TikTok is going to stay around. The interesting thing, though, is that because Instagram Reels came out and they did it right as this ban was happening, it started to take some of that older demographic away from TikTok and over to Instagram. So even if TikTok stays around, it's going to probably remain a younger demographic. So the advertising there is going to have to change, where you're really catering more towards branding, because when you brand to a younger audience, then obviously you're doing what you can to make sure that as they grow older, they grow up with your brand. Whereas Instagram, maybe it might be a little bit more conversion friendly of what you're looking for. But so here's the interesting thing that I've found that no one's kind of taking into account. The biggest benefit of taking this type of content from TikTok and bringing it over to Instagram is you don't have to start from scratch. You don't have to start a completely new platform and try to grow completely new followers. You can actually just leverage your existing Instagram audience and start to build through there. And right now, the reach and the engagement on Reels is nuts. So like Instagram's obviously trying to get people to use it, so the reach right now is amazing. The one thing that Instagram has that TikTok doesn't have yet is they already have an e-commerce side to them. They just redid Shop along with Facebook and cleaned that up, and obviously tagging products and all that stuff, so you can pull your catalog in pretty easily from Shopify and just connect it all. The interesting thing is, I'll be shocked if in the next 3 or 4 months we don't start getting ads within Reels, because right now there's no ads in between them. You'll get that opportunity to run ads between Reels on Facebook Ad Manager, I'm sure. But the one thing that'll be really interesting is if Instagram can connect all product catalogs for certain influencers who basically get approved to use it. The influencer can then go in and select which product they may be wearing or they may be featuring, and then tag the product within that reel. If that's something that Instagram actually releases, which in time I'm sure they will because they have that ability, that's going to be a game changer. It's pretty much what Snapchat's trying to do right now, where you can basically be watching a video, or for example, right now on Instagram, if you watch a video and someone is tagged in it, you just click that little person on the bottom left and it'll show you who's tagged in it. You can do that same concept with their little like shopping bag image that they have. Click it and show you all the products that are listed inside of a reel. That's going to be ridiculous. That's going to be a huge game changer for a lot of people, because now you're going to start working with influencers who will actually be able to do exactly what they do best, which is influence. But at the same time, you might actually be able to really get a nice, what's the word I want here? Way of tracking exactly what your ROI is, right? Like you'll be actually able to see how many people came specifically through that button within Instagram Reels. Keep losing my train of thought, because I thought all this down, I wrote it down over the weekend and ended up doing a blog post on it and all this stuff, and so it's still kind of fresh in my mind. But being able to leverage Instagram with your existing audience and now starting to bring in Reels is great. You just got to learn how to use it. I'm definitely not an expert myself yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to do all the dances and everything. But it's definitely going to be a big game changer. So my suggestion would be, if you haven't tried this type of content yet, go over to TikTok and do it there. and test it there. And then once you figure out what's working well, then bring it over to your existing Instagram audience and start to implement it there. However, I wouldn't take my sweet time doing this, because with all of the TikTok people who have came over to Reels, they know what they're doing. So the content on Instagram is a lot better than what it was when TikTok first launched. So people know what they're doing. So you have to be able to speed up and get to that level of content. But that's all I wanted to touch on today. If you haven't gotten an Instagram Reels yet, highly suggest it. Go do it. And then I will see you all next week. Nope, tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for joining us for today's Marketing Interruption. Make sure to rate, review and subscribe to the show. And don't forget to email marketinginterruption@bluetuskr.com with any marketing questions you'd like to have answered on the show. And head over to marketinginterruption.bluetuskr.com to catch up on past episodes. Until next time, we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.